A few minutes late here for those of you who are waiting. We're going to be doing our jacked back workout today. So get excited. You're going to need a kettlebell or a couple of kettlebells. Light to moderate weight, doesn't need to be anything too heavy. And optional.
For the best prices on healthy favorites.
Optional, but recommended for your warm-up is some kind of band. It doesn't necessarily have to be this kind of band, but a resistance band for some of those warm-up drills. Okay, so say hi when you join in. Feel free to join in and follow along with the workout, or you can take some notes and remind yourself of these for the next time that you have a back workout and you want to add some new moves into your back workout. Okay, so without too much further ado, we're going to get started. Make sure you can see me. You can see my awesome stall bar and fitness setup, although I'm going to take this thing off, give myself a little more space here. Get that out of the way, and we're going to go ahead and get started with a warm-up. It's cold. I probably shouldn't be complaining because I live in a fairly warm place, but it's cold to me. So we're going to get started with our warm-up. First things first, you're going to gently glide your chin back, tuck your chin to your chest, and then look up. We're going to do that 5 times. It's always good to have a neck check sometime during your day. See how your neck is doing. Okay, next one. Now we're going to, again, keep that chin glided back, and you're going to turn, look over your shoulder. Turn, look over your shoulder. Again, we're going to do that 5 times. Good. Then we're going to come to center, slowly drop your ear down to your shoulder. Same thing on the other side. You might be wondering, what does the neck have to do with my back? But of course, we know that our neck is connected to our spine. And if we have tension or tightness in the neck, it can radiate down into the upper back and sometimes even into the lower back. So we want to take good care of our neck as best we can. Good. Now we're going to move it down to our shoulders. We're going to do some shoulder circles. Just shrugging up, back, down, and forward. Just a few more, and then we'll reverse direction. Good. Reverse. Now we're going back, up, forward, and down. Making this as smooth as you can, kind of gliding the shoulders. Maybe you get some snap, crackle, pop. Good. Next, we're going to do some rotations. So you're just going to rotate through your trunk, nice and gentle, keeping your hips planted or feet planted and hips pointing straight forward. So we're just getting a little bit of rotation, loosening up the spine. Maybe let's get a nice crack. I just got a nice crack. Good. Now we're going to move it down to the pelvis. We're going to do some pelvic tilt. So soft through the knees. You can take your hands to your hips, lift up the back of your pelvis, gently engage your lower back, then tuck under, gently engage your lower abdomen. Okay, so we're going to do that 10 times. What does the pelvic tilt have to do with your back? Well, pelvic tilt can be a really useful exercise to help you reduce stiffness and increase strength and mobility in your lower back. Can also help you increase connection and strength of your lower abs, which is really important for making sure that your back isn't overworking or compensating for a lack of connection or strength in your core. So pelvic tilt, really great way to just gently get in better connection with those lower abs and with your lower back. Good. Okay, so next one, we're going to warm up the shoulders and upper back a little bit more. So you're going to go ahead, hinge at your hips. you're gonna bring your elbows up in line with your shoulders, and then you're just going to kind of hinge from those elbows and just lift. We're doing some internal, external rotation for the shoulders here. And just getting them nice and warmed up and nice and gentle. No forcing the range of motion here, just going into the range where you feel a gentle stretch or a little bit of work. If you want to hold the end range for a second or two, you can do that. Good. Now what we're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and turn your palms forward and just, you can kind of point your thumbs out, and you're going to squeeze the shoulder blades together and then bring them back down. Kind of like you're doing a reverse fly with dumbbells, but we're just doing it without any weight, starting to warm up the upper back. Okay, you can kind of think of this like we're making a T shape. Okay, with our body and with the arms, and then we are going to bend the arms and make kind of like a W shape here. Okay, so elbows come into the sides a bit more, but I'm still pointing my thumbs up towards the ceiling at the top. And if you have a nice burn in your upper and or lower back right now, you're doing it right. We're getting those nice and warmed up for our workout. This is going to be a back workout that is going to strengthen your lower back and your upper back. Your core and your shoulders will also be included in there, because it's hard to work the upper back without working your shoulders. Good, and go ahead and release. If you do have that band, go ahead and grab the band. If you don't, you can mimic the exercises body weight or just skip them and don't worry about it too much. So you may want either one part of your band or both. We're gonna go ahead and keep the elbows to your sides, and you're going to pull outward, but I want you to initiate this by squeezing your lower back, or sorry, your mid back, squeezing your mid back and thinking of kind of squeezing your shoulder blades together. And when you initiate it from the back and you hold here in this out position, you should feel just kind of like a mild to moderate contraction in your mid back. Kind of like underneath your, like right between your shoulder blades and your low back. To me, it feels pretty good. You can let me know if it feels good to you or if it's torturous. Okay, let's do 3 more, pulling out and then coming in nice and slow for that eccentric, nice and slow. Good. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead, palms down, and you're gonna do a similar idea, but focus a little bit more on the upper back. So I want you to think of squeezing your shoulder blades together and then pulling that band apart. Squeeze the shoulder blades, pulling apart, coming back nice and slow, controlling that return to center. You're gonna get more out of that exercise if you control both ways, not moving too fast, not letting the band pull you in. Good, let's go 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Good, release. We got 1 more we're gonna do with a band. So this one, we're gonna kind of go cross. So we're gonna go 1 hand up, 1 hand down, but same idea as the other one, where you're gonna kind of squeeze your shoulder blades to help you open up. Okay, it should feel kind of good. Should feel a little bit different than the last one. Again, controlling as you come back in, and you can choke up if you want a little bit more resistance. Good. Now other arm up. Same idea here. In nice and slow. 2, 3, finally starting to get warm. 4, 5, let's go 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Good. You can set that band aside. We won't need it anymore. And we'll finish up with a little bit of ankle mobility because it's always good to work our ankles. Go ahead and point, flex, point, flex. Okay, I'll do that about 5 times. And then we're gonna go into our workout. Actually, maybe we'll do a little bit more for the lower body because we are actually doing some deadlifts today because deadlifts are an excellent exercise for your back, your lower and your upper back. So let's go ahead and find I call this a neutral short stagger stance. So feet about hip width apart. You're gonna take about 1 foot length forward, okay? And this is gonna be our neutral short stagger. We're gonna go ahead and hinge, get a nice stretch on the back of the legs, work those glutes. I'm gonna go ahead and do 10 reps each side, get the legs a little bit warmed up. Really with most workouts, you're not, even if you're focusing on a particular area, it's hard to isolate it without working anything else in your body. And there's really no reason to, because especially with kettlebells, you can get an excellent bang for your buck workout pretty much every time you work out because you're always using multiple muscle groups, which is great because it's efficient. It's very efficient and it's functional. So it's going to carry over to other physical activities that you're doing, other things in your life that you need strength and mobility for. 3, let me know in the comments if you can hear me well, because I can put my mic on if you're not getting great sound, but I was having some problems with the mic last week, so I'm trying without. So let me know if you can hear me. Good. And that's going to conclude our warm-up. We're going to move into our workout. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. I haven't got any comments yet. Let me know if you're doing today's workout with me, if you're following along, or if you're just taking some notes and going to be using it later on for one of your workouts. Thank you, Big Boy 12. He told me that he can hear me. Appreciate the feedback. Let me know if you guys are joining me for the workout today, or if you are simply following along to get some ideas for your next back day. Either one is okay, or if you're just watching just because, let me know. We want to hear from you in the comments. It helps me if you comment, tells YouTube that, hey, this is something to take a look at so more people can get some awesome back exercises in their life. Okay, so as I mentioned, you're going to need 1 or a few light to moderate weight kettlebells. I'm probably going to use these 2 here. I've got my Vulcan kettlebells. This is an 8 kg, this is a 12 kg. 8 kg is about 18 pounds, 12 kg is about 26 pounds. These are competition style kettlebells. I prefer them because they have a larger handle, and yes, I have an awesome unicorn kettlecorn tank top, unicorn with kettlebells in its mane. If you want to get your kettlecorn tank top, you can check out the link in the description. Okay, awesome. So we got one person taking notes. He's going to the gym later. Let me know if there's anybody else taking notes or if you're following along with today's workout. Okay, so we are going to get started. What we have for today's workout is we're going to do 3 different supersets of exercises. So pairing 2 exercises together, and we're going to do each superset twice. I am a huge fan of doing the minimum effective dose for your workout. So you could do more sets if you wanted to, but if you don't need to, like you feel it, I would recommend just doing 2 sets. But as you get stronger, you could obviously add sets, or you could add reps, or increase your weight, etc. So we have for our first superset, what we're gonna do, 2 exercises. A tempo stagger stance deadlift. So we pretty much showed you this in the warm-up, that this neutral short stagger stance, we're going to keep the back foot planted, okay? So it's not a kickstand deadlift. You can do that, but that's not what we're doing today. We're doing a neutral short stagger stance, both feet flat, and tempo means 4 counts down, 4 counts up, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, if you have a lot of flexibility and you want to work the lower back more, what you can do is keep your front leg straight as you do this, okay? And that's going to increase the demand both on your hamstrings and on your lower back. So we're going to do 5 repetitions per side there, and then We're gonna do a push-up with a scap retraction and protraction, which is really going to place emphasis on the upper back. So what that's gonna look like, let me make sure I got the space here to do this. It's the hard thing about push-ups, getting them in the frame. Now my kettlebells are in the way. All right, so for your push-up, what you're gonna do is you're gonna come down to the bottom and squeeze your shoulder blades together at the bottom, come up, and then push into the push-up so your shoulder blades spread apart. As opposed to finishing here, you're going to finish here. Okay, so squeezing shoulder blades, pushing up, protracting. Okay, so it's gonna make your push-up a lot harder. You're just gonna do 5 reps, and we're gonna do that 2 times through, okay? And then I'll tell you about the other supersets that we're doing. All right, so I'm gonna use my 12 kg kettlebell for this tempo deadlift. If you've never done tempo deadlifts, I recommend going light. Okay, the tempo is going to make it more challenging. So find your neutral short stagger. We're gonna go ahead and do 5 reps here together. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 5. Great job. You're going to switch it out. Other foot steps forward in that neutral short stagger. Same thing. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 5. Great job. Set that kettlebell down. We're gonna go on to our push-ups with that retraction at the bottom, protraction at the top. Okay, so it's only 5 reps. Find whatever width for the hands works for you. Here we go. Squeeze shoulder blades. Push and more pull them apart, push them apart. 2, 3, 4, and 5. You're welcome to do those from your knees or as incline push-ups. That's awesome as well. Okay, so we're gonna do our deadlifts one more time here. In that tempo, slow speed, I'm gonna go ahead and do it with my front leg straight so you can see that variation. If you have the flexibility and wanna join along, great. Otherwise, you can keep both your knees bent, just like we did in the first set. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 5. Excellent. Switch it out. Other leg forward. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 5. Great job. Set that kettlebell down. One more set of push-ups with that retraction and protraction. Then we'll take a little breather before we do our next set. Here we go. Squeeze together, pull apart. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nice job. Take a little breather if you are doing the workout along with me. Let me know how that felt. How are those push-ups for you? Are they harder than regular push-ups? What did you think of that tempo deadlift? One of the reasons I absolutely love slow tempo deadlifts is that it really teaches you what muscles to engage when you're doing a deadlift. I had been deadlifting for years before I ever tried a slow tempo deadlift, and it completely changed my deadlift because I never understood how to use my glutes on a deadlift. I was just usually feeling it in my lower back and my hamstrings. I just didn't understand how people were feeling it in their glutes. As soon as I started doing a slow tempo, I was like, oh, that's how your glutes turn on. I feel them now. So it's made all the difference now for just doing a regular deadlift because I actually understand and know how to engage the glutes when I'm doing the exercise. Same could be done for literally any other exercise. You can do slow tempo and it will really help you set a solid foundation. Plus, it helps you improve mobility because mobility is really just having good control and strength throughout your entire range of motion. So there's a great hack for you. Work slow tempo in your strength and it will improve your mobility as well. Our next superset, we're gonna do a combo of shin circles and figure eights, and then we're gonna do a 2-arm press. You'll have the option to do it holding onto the handle or crush grip. So you can either hold onto the handle like this and press, or you can do crush grip, which is my favorite. Okay, makes it extra challenging on the entire body, including the back. Okay, so a shin circle and figure eight. It's gonna look like this. We're gonna do it in a wide square, feet a little wider than hip width apart. What you're gonna do is you're gonna do 3 circles each direction around this leg, then we'll shift over. 3 circles each direction around this leg. Then we'll go right into figure eights with a weight shift, and we're gonna do 3 reps each direction. Okay, so this is going to really work both your upper and lower back. If you've never done them, highly recommend using a light weight for this exercise. Oh, thank you. Somebody said they like my unicorn. You can get your own tank top or shirt if you want. Check out the description in this video and the link is there. Aslan asked, protraction, push-up top position, similar to hollow body. Love the straight leg version on the tempo deadlift. Yeah, it's similar to hollow body, although hollow body doesn't necessarily require a protraction of the shoulder blades. So, yeah, you're kind of in hollow body. The most important thing is the shoulder blades to focus on engaging the upper back. Good question. Okay, so we're gonna start with that shin circle into the figure eight. Okay, so let's see, make sure I got enough room here so you can see me. What's important on this shin circle? Sit your hips back, engage your abs, okay? So ideally you're not doing this, although that will make your back burn a lot more, but ideally you're sitting back into your hips, so you are gonna feel some back burn, but you're also gonna be using your hips and glutes to support you in that position so it doesn't become too much, okay? So go ahead and sink back. Let's go ahead and circle nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, reverse it. Abs are engaged. 1, 2, 3. Good. Other side. 1, 2, 3. Reversing it. 1, 2, 3. Hold the position. You're going to shift your weight as you do your figure 8. 1. Take your time, not too fast. 2, 3. Reversing it out for 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Set your kettlebell down. You might be feeling a little bit of burn in your lower back. That's normal. Again, this is a great exercise to work. Well, it really works your entire body, but it works your upper back, works your shoulders, works your lower back, works your core, and it works your legs as well. Great thing about kettlebells, we can focus on our back, but still get a good full workout. Okay, so let's go ahead and do our 2-arm press. I'm going to do it in a crush grip, as I mentioned. We're going to do 6 to 8 reps. Please work to what's the best range for you, depending on the weight you have and what's right for your fitness and strength level. Okay, so as we do this one, keep a gentle squeeze on that kettlebell, and the kettlebell is not coming right over your head. The kettlebell is going to come out in front of you a little bit, and this is going to tax your upper back more. It's going to make it a more challenging exercise. That's 4, 5, 6. I'm going to do a couple more. 7 and 8. Good. Take a little breather, and we're going to do one more set. Okay, so one more time through with those 2 exercises. Thanks, Doug. Thanks for joining us. Okay, we're going to go back through that shin circle into figure 8. I'm going to use my slightly heavier bell. I've done a lot of shin circles, so these aren't making my back burn so bad, because my back has built up a tolerance, you would say. Okay, but feel free to stay with a light weight. If you're feeling a lot of burn in the lower back, don't push it. Don't be a hero. It doesn't help you progress. You want to give yourself the minimum effective dose that you need. All right, sitting back into those hips. Okay, let's go ahead and circle the bell. 1, nice and slow. 2, engage your abs. 3, and stick your booty out. 3, 2, 1. Other side. 1, 2, 3. Reversing it. 3, 2. Don't drop it after this. 3, we're going right into that figure 8. Okay, let's go ahead and do 5 and 5 since this is our last set. Just so you can get a nice feel for this exercise. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Reverse direction now. Last 5 reps here. 5. Stay strong. 4. Abs stay engaged. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Now I'm starting to feel that lower back. Got some good work during that set. Okay, 2-arm press. One more time through. Crush grip. My favorite grip to use, okay? Keeping that bell out in front of you and lowering it down with control. 2, squeezing that bell between the hands. 3, it's not so important that the arms straighten at the top. Just important that you maintain good control of the kettlebell. Okay, 6 to 8 reps. Good, and rest. See, for me, 2 sets, plenty on that one. 3 sets may even be too much. So again, I love doing minimum effective dose because it allows you to get better results and be able to recover better from your exercise, which is really the key to getting results. If you can't recover from what you're doing, if it's too much on your body, then you likely won't see the results that you want to see. So find your minimum effective dose. Yeah, Aslan said, abs on fire with the shin circles. Absolutely. Absolutely. I didn't even do that one on purpose. We're glad you're back, Big Boy 12. That's okay. We have one more superset to go in this workout. So what we've got shoulder rainbows, and we're going to do some tempo bent rows. So the shoulder rainbow, you could do this exercise standing, half kneeling, seated on a chair. It's really up to you. This is one of my favorite upper body exercises with the kettlebell. Really simple. Okay, so you're going to kind of make this little window, this kind of 90-degree angle from one arm to the other. And then you're going to make a rainbow shape pushing into the kettlebell and find that little window on the other side. Up and over is 1. Okay, we're also keeping the kettlebell out in front of the body. Okay, so this is really going to work. It's going to work your shoulders, as it's called. It's also going to work your obliques, but it's going to work your lats and your upper back. Okay, so that's where that fits into our back day. And then we're going to do a tempo bent row. So just like for a deadlift, 4 counts up, 4 counts down. Okay, so it's going to look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. So a couple things that are really key with the bent row. When you start, engage the scapular muscles. Okay, so that's retraction of the shoulder blade, engage. Shoulder stays down and away from the ear as opposed to shrugged up. Okay, shoulder down and away, engage, and then pull your elbow towards your belly button. That's how you're going to really work your back on this exercise. Okay, so we're going to do 5 reps each side on that tempo row, 10 shoulder rainbows, 2 sets. David Martinez asked, what's the weight? I'm using an 8 kg, 18-pound kettlebell and a 12 kg, 26-pound kettlebell. You don't necessarily need a heavy kettlebell for this type of workout. Again, minimum effective dose. If the exercises are new to you, all you need is a light weight. And if you're doing slow tempo, because you're increasing that time under tension by a lot, you don't need as heavy of a weight while it's still going to increase your strength without being as hard on your joints. That's what I absolutely love about tempo training. I really feel it, but I'm not as sore from it as when I lift really heavy. So there's a time and a place to go heavy. In my opinion, you don't need to go heavy often in order to get the benefits of it, and you're better off being consistent with a light to moderate weight most of the time. That's just what I think. Let me know what you think in the comments if you agree or disagree with that. Okay, so we're going to do our shoulder rainbows. If you're joining me, grab your kettlebell, ideally a light kettlebell, especially if you've never done it before. Remember that kettlebell's out in front of you, and we're going to go up and over. So we're making a rainbow shape. Get it? A shoulder rainbow. Yeah, good. 2. And rainbows are like a happy thing, right? So we like rainbows. 3, you can see there's some good oblique and lat engagement here. 4, 5, 6, squeezing the hands together is going to increase the demand of that exercise. 7, 8, I always get shaking on this exercise, no matter what weight I use. 9, especially with that squeeze, you can really moderate it to whatever level of difficulty you want. Okay, so we're going into that bent row next, tempo bent row. 5 and 5, so I'm going to count it out. Ideally, you stay with my cadence. Remember, shoulder stays down and away from the ear. Remember, you want to engage the scapular muscles. Then you want to pull your elbow back towards your belly button. Okay, that's how you're going to get the most from this exercise. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 5. Nice job. Switching sides. Same thing here. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 5. Great job. Release. We're going to do that one more time through. David said, you're lifting 12 kg like nothing. LOL, I'm literally shaking. Hey, David, I've been training this way and doing slow tempo for about 5 years. So when I first started, I was absolutely shaking with a lighter kettlebell that I'm using now. So it's just training over time. You're not weak for shaking. You're just, your body, if you haven't done this before, your body's just like, what is happening? Like it doesn't, but you'll probably be up to the same weight I'm doing in no time. So keep it up. Thanks, Saladin said, hi, very good form and technique of training. I'm good. How are you doing? Thanks for joining us, Nikita. Okay, we're doing a back workout. We've got one more set to do. Feel free to jot some notes. Maybe there's some new exercises you'll learn. We'll do a quick cool down at the end. And then I want to hear your questions. If you have other questions about training your back, about training your upper body, about training kettlebells, and I'm taking suggestions for workout or live topics for next week. So I want to hear your thoughts in the comments. If there's anything specific you'd like to see, please do let me know. I'm going to maybe try my 12 kg for my last set of shoulder rainbows because we just got one more set. We're just doing 2 sets because we like the minimum effective dose. Okay, so we're here. Kettlebell stays out in front of us. We're squeezing with the hands to increase the engagement of all the muscles of our upper body. 3, up and over is 1 rep. 4, 5, this gets tough quick. This is a heavy weight for this exercise. 6, 7, 8, 2 more. 9, and 10. Great job. We got one more set of bent rows. I really love these tempo bent rows. This is one of my favorite exercises for the upper back, for the upper body in general. Just feels good. All right, so we're going 4 counts up, 4 counts down. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 5. Good. Other side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 5. Great job. Set that kettlebell down. Hi, Abby. Thanks for joining. We're finishing the workout up, but we're going to take topic suggestions for next week and answer questions. So feel free to stay and hang out. Okay, so we're going to finish up with our cool down. We're going to do some pelvic tilts in the hinge position. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and place your hands on your knees and then just gently tilt your pelvis. You're going to tuck under, stick your booty out. Okay, really good way to loosen up your lower back. If you have any stiffness or tension in your lower back, it may look silly or provocative, this exercise, but it feels really good to loosen up your spine and to, again, get in better tune with your lower abs. So hey, do it in private. Make sure you're not making eye contact with anyone while you're doing it, and just, you know, enjoy the benefits of it. Good. And then we're going to go ahead and do one more exercise, which is a ragdoll. Feels really good on the back. So what you're going to do is you're going to kind of circle down and just let your back hang as you come around. Okay, so ragdolling it. You're welcome to bend your knees if that's more comfortable for you. We're going to do that one more time before we reverse direction. Good. Go ahead and reverse. Again, legs straight or bent, doesn't matter so much. We're just getting a nice relaxing stretch on your back. And just thought of one more stretch. We're going to go ahead and do handcuff, clasp, fingers together. If you can straighten the arms, great. Stretch out the shoulders and chest a little bit. Take a few nice deep breaths. And then go ahead and gently release. And go ahead and join me. We're going to discuss. I'm going to grab my ball chair. Okay. If you guys have questions, I'd love to hear comments. If you tried today's workout and what you thought of the workout, anything you liked, didn't like, anything that was new for you. Hi, Caleb. Thanks for joining. South to West. Do this stretch in private. Someone liked my joke. I mean, it is a joke, but also not if you feel uncomfortable doing it in public. I totally understand. Do it in the privacy of your own home. That's why I like to work out at home. But, you know, obviously on this live, it's not private. But, hey, I'm trying to help you out by giving you that exercise, okay? David Martinez asked, what's the equivalent of a dumbbell curl with a kettlebell? A kettlebell curl? So you could do this. You could do a curl like this. It's not going to feel exactly the same. You could also do a curl like this, or my personal favorite is a crush grip curl. This is my favorite kettlebell bicep curl. So you could do any of those variations. Again, it's not exactly the same as a dumbbell curl, but similar enough. Aslan said, got to use a cast iron bells instead for the shoulder rainbow. Comp bells are just huge. Yeah, you know, cast iron bells work for that. For certain exercises, you know, comp bell is more useful, but for that one, it doesn't matter. Any kettlebell will do. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Lori said, this was great for my back today. I'm very glad to hear that, Lori. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. David Martinez said, just curious, what's the max weight you tried for dumbbell curl? I don't know. I don't really do dumbbell curls, so it's been too long for me to give an accurate answer for that. Any other questions about training your back? I also just on Monday did a Kettlebells for Beginners live. So if you're interested in like what's the best way to get started with kettlebells, if you're new, be sure to check out that live. If you go to my profile and click the live tab, you'll find the replay there. Definitely check that out. Lori asked how often I go live. I usually go live 3 times a week, but I'm going to be out of town this weekend. So I won't be going live a few of the days. So normally I go live Mondays at 1 p.m. Pacific time, Wednesdays at 9 a.m. Pacific time, Thursdays at 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. This week, I will not be going live tomorrow. I will not be going live next Monday. So the next time I'll be back is actually a week from today, next Wednesday at 9 a.m. And then I'll be going live that Thursday as well. If you have requests, Lori, if you have a specific type of workout or topic you'd like to see me cover, please let me know. I love to take topic suggestions because then I also don't have to think of the topic every time, and I love to hear what you guys are actually interested in because I may pick a topic I think people will like, but I don't really know. So let me know if you have any specific things that you're looking for, would love to see. I will add them to my list. Mark Silcox said rear delts without using machines. You can absolutely work your rear delts with like a, you could do reverse flies. Okay, that's a good one. So if you have dumbbells, you can do that. I wouldn't really recommend doing it with a kettlebell unless you had a super light one because they're going to be hanging off your arm, which is not optimal. I honestly, I don't do a ton of like isolation exercises personally. I just work full body type exercise. I mostly train with kettlebells, but I also train with the stall bar and do like some pull-up stuff, some ring stuff, but mostly it's kettlebells and mostly it's all of the kettlebell solo exercises. Deadlifts, squats, bent rows, shoulder rainbows, crush grip, bicep curls, and presses. Shin circles, thigh rainbows, thigh circles, shin circle figure eights, thigh circle figure eights, A-turns, U-turns, around the body handoffs. That kind of covers the majority of the exercise that I do, but train them in different stances. Rahul said your biceps are bigger than mine. I've been training for a long time. I've been training probably about 16 years. No, I think longer than that. I'm like close to 20 years actually. I've been strength training for 19 years. So it takes time. David Martinez says, what weight do you prefer for kettlebell curl? Should I start with the 12 kg? I would start with doing slow tempo and doing it probably with a lighter weight, maybe an 18-pound kettlebell, an 8 kg kettlebell. So it just depends. I don't really know what weight you should start with because I don't know what your strength level is. So you can start with an 8, you can start with a 6 kg, you can start with, it's not as important, honestly, to lift the heaviest weight. So if you look at me and you think, oh, she must lift heavy all the time, I actually don't. 80 to 90% of the time, I lift light to moderate weight. And then, 10 to 20% of the time, I pick up some heavy weights and push the weight a little bit. But I actually got more muscle tone through doing slow tempo with light weights and eating a high protein diet than by lifting heavy all the time. I personally was never able to recover from lifting heavy all the time. So I don't think it's essential to build a muscular physique, if that's your goal. You're welcome, Mark. Thanks for joining. Lori said she loved the shoulder rainbows and the time sequences. Yeah, definitely check. If you liked this workout, you will enjoy the kettlebell solo classes that I teach. So I actually teach follow along classes and programs as part of the Kettlebell Solo membership, but we have a lot of free content on the Solo YouTube channel. So I just dropped the link. Okay, that didn't work. I did it wrong. I'm about to drop the link of that YouTube channel. You should check that out if you liked this workout today, because there's tons of free workouts there. 5 to 10 minute workouts, 15 minute, 30 minute, 60 minute workouts that include these exercises and more. So definitely check those out. David Martinez asked, so there's a difference in a workout to build strength or muscle tone? Absolutely. So if you're working to build your max strength or to get stronger and lift heavier, that is more like a power lifter. So a power lifter is focused on building strength, as opposed to, you know, if you're doing more of like a bodybuilding style. Bodybuilding is sort of the extreme of focusing on building muscle. You don't necessarily need to train like a bodybuilder to build muscle, but you're going to be more like, you know, moderate weights, moderate rep range, slow tempo. Those things are all great for improving your muscle tone, as opposed to getting stronger. It likely will build muscle, but your focus is not necessarily muscular, is not necessarily hypertrophy of your muscles. So yes, there is a difference. Other questions about training or any topic requests that you guys have, if there's workouts you'd like to see or topics you'd like to see me discuss, let me know, because I'm likely going to be choosing my topics today. I usually post them at least a few days beforehand on, you know, that the live is coming. So you can always check that out. If you go to my profile and click on the live tab, you can hit notify me for any of the upcoming lives you're interested in. The topic will be on there, so you know what the live is about, and you can choose which ones are interesting for you. David Martinez said, for grip strength, can you do something? That's a good idea. Grip strength. I like that. Definitely a lot of stuff we could do centered around grip strength. Kettlebell training in general is so great for grip strength. There's so many ways, and really many of the exercises already built, you know, increase your grip strength as you're training. You know, slow tempo exercises build your grip strength because you're hanging on to the weight for a longer period of time. Other questions about strength training, training your back, south to west. Did you try the workout? Did you like it? Or are you going to try it later? Let me know, because this was in part a request from you. He requested a back workout that didn't require pull-up bar. So we brought it for you. And of course, this isn't the only way you can work your back. There's many ways, but this is the way I felt inspired to share with you guys today. If you missed the workout portion of this live, definitely come back and check it out once this live ends and the replay is up. You may be able to look at it now. I'm not totally sure, but definitely check it out. It's a good workout. It hopefully should be pretty accessible to all levels, as long as you have a light to moderate weight kettlebell. So if you try it later on, let me know, leave me a comment on the video and let me know what you liked about the workout or what you didn't like. I'm open to feedback. Any other topic requests for next week? So remember, next week, I'm not going live until Wednesday. So there's no Thursday this week, no Monday next week, because I'm going to be out of town. So we're going to just start again next Wednesday at 9 a.m. Pacific time. So if there's a specific topic that you'd like to see me cover, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to choose one from the long list or just come up with whatever I feel like talking about. Maybe we'll go over grip strength. That's a good one. A lot of people have probably seen, there's been different articles out there that talk about your grip strength being related to your longevity, how long you live. So generally, older adults who have stronger grip are more likely to live longer. So that's, you know, an indicator maybe. Maybe it's the grip strength. Maybe it's what that indicates. But, you know, it's definitely a good idea to make sure that you keep your grip strong through strength training properly. I've also had some requests previously for loaded stretching with a kettlebell, fitness for injury prevention stretching. Let's see. Kettlebell reviews, like the top brands that I enjoy using. Kettlebell Solo Flow was another request we had recently. Some people have requested talking about functional kettlebell exercises or hypertrophy. I haven't really covered that per se, because I think a lot of pretty much everything that I show on here with regards to kettlebell training is functional kettlebell training, just meaning it carries over to things you're doing in your life. It has function. It contributes to better functioning in the other things you're doing in life. Pretty much all the exercises I teach do that anyway. And many of them will contribute to hypertrophy. That's more about how you train them than the exercise themselves. So pretty much any exercise can be used to build strength, to increase hypertrophy, to increase endurance, to increase power. All these things, it just depends on the way that you are training them. That's actually where the difference lies. It's not really in the exercise itself, although of course there's different exercises that better lend themselves to certain things. Like a kettlebell swing, for example, may be better suited to training your endurance and your power than training your maximal strength, although it can do that as well. Any other questions before I log off today, or any last minute topic requests? All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and log off then. I appreciate you guys joining me here today. If you have any topic requests, you can always comment it. And I look forward to seeing you 1 week from today, next Wednesday at 9 a.m. Pacific time. I hope you have a great rest of your week and a great weekend.